Hey, GenXers. Do you keep waiting for a moment of sudden clarity that tells you what to do after you leave the corporate world? It sounds almost cinematic, like it should come with a soundtrack and perfect lighting. As a good GenXer, you've probably been taught to expect it, to believe that being smart and strategic means you'll earn the perfect plan. So you dither around with job listings, startup articles, and half-baked ideas, hoping something obvious appears. Because you are smart, and you assume you can think your way to clarity. But clarity doesn't strike, it unfolds. It's less like lightning and more like cooking without a recipe. To get there, you have to start experimenting, and there's one secret ingredient that makes that easier. Let's talk about how to let go of the clarity fantasy and find a more honest, empowering way forward. This is Burn the Map, the podcast for GenXers dying to leave corporate and build something of their own. I'm Shelley McIntyre, a certified coach with decades of experience in corporate strategy and tech. I help midlife professionals ditch outdated roles and design a third act that actually fits. Subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Let's get into it. When my coaching clients say, I just need more clarity, I usually hear one of three things hiding underneath. I'm afraid to make the wrong move. I don't want to waste time or energy. And I don't trust myself to start. All fair, all human, and also all solvable. Because you don't get clarity and then take action. You take action and clarity builds. It's not a leap, it's a loop. And once you internalize that, things get easier. You don't have to design the rest of your life. You just have to design your next tiny experiment. You became successful in your corporate career because you were trained to get the data, figure out the right move, and corral resources to make it happen. The problem-solving cycle wasn't always tidy, but how you went about it was predictable. Leaving corporate and building something new doesn't work that way. Because clarity, real clarity, isn't intellectual, it's experiential. It's what happens when you do something, feel the response, and learn from it. So, how do you start doing something when you have no idea what to do? The initial spark that kicks off your experiments and leads you to clarity is curiosity. That's the secret ingredient. Without curiosity, there's no idea to follow, no questions to ask, no nudges to explore. Your curiosity sets things in motion and gives you the data you need to move forward. Curiosity is energy giving, and it makes those early micro experiments feel worth trying. Without it, you're just cycling through options in your head without any feedback from the world. Does all this talk about igniting your curiosity make you feel tired? I think I know why. One of the many reasons you have for leaving corporate could be burnout. You've been grinding for a long time, not just at your job, but at home with your kids, helping your aging parents, navigating relationships. How are you supposed to explore the next thing when you're just trying to get through a day? Here's the thing. Burnout can blunt your curiosity. Burnout drains your energy and dulls your sense of possibility. When you're overextended or stuck in a role that no longer fits, your capacity to wonder, explore, or feel intrigued gets quieter. Do not panic. This is not a character flaw. It's how your nervous system protects you. If you've been in survival mode, navigating politics, performance reviews, and projects that sap your energy, it makes sense that curiosity would take a back seat. But here's the good news. Curiosity isn't a fixed trait. It's a muscle, one that you can rebuild gently over time. The key is not to wait until you feel curious. It's to move as if you already are. Because even the smallest act of exploration can stir something new. That's when things start to shift. You stop waiting for a clear sign and you start trusting the glimmers. If you're a GenXer still working full-time and quietly plotting your next move, here are 3 ways to start generating real insight without quitting your job. Okay, Number 1, perform curiosity. This is going to sound really weird, but you don't have to be truly curious to get started. You just have to act like someone who is. You can try it by reaching out to somebody who's doing something even vaguely interesting to you. Ask how they got started, what surprised them, what keeps them going. People love talking about themselves, and you'll get 2 benefits. Practice being in learning mode and feedback about whether that path actually pulls you in. Number 2, experiment with what energizes you. Think of something that gives you a little spark. Maybe it's a topic you're drawn to, a type of project, even something you secretly wish you could explore more. Don't overthink it. And then try one small step. Take a short online class, volunteer somewhere for a few hours, read one article that interests you. Then pay attention, not just during, but after. Do you feel more alive or more drained? Write it down. This is data. Number 3, try a tiny rehearsal. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a little stage time. What's one small way you can try on an idea? Write a post or ask a question about something you're exploring. Attend a talk or a reading in person. Offer to help somebody with a related project. This is not about developing mastery. It's about noticing what happens when you send some of your energy out into the world. Is that energy coming back to you? These aren't just curiosities, they're micro experiments, and each one brings you closer to what fits. Let's be honest, clarity has never arrived all at once. Even your current career was stitched together from trial, instincts, and a few lucky breaks. This next chapter deserves the same grace. You don't need to quit your job to start. You don't need to know the destination to take a step, but you do need to move, not for the sake of progress, but to invite your curiosity back online. Because clarity loves motion. And what you're doing with these small, low-stakes experiments isn't just dabbling, it's research. It's how you learn what fits and what doesn't without blowing up everything you've built. Each step you take gives you another breadcrumb to follow. So forget the lightning bolt. That's not how change works. What you're looking for isn't a moment, it's a trail. And it starts now. Burn the map and build what fits. Thanks for listening to Burn the Map. GenXer, you already have what you need to build a life that feels like yours. Want more tools and insights? Head to burnthemapcoaching.com. And if this episode sparked something, send it to a friend. It might be exactly what they need to hear.